Peace. Welcome back to Internet OS. This is day 2. And today we're going to be basically doing the installation for the tools that we're going to be using for the build. For everybody who is new, hi, my name is Gadimshi Golden Son. I am the son of the Most High God, and I'm doing this for my Father's business. My Father's business is Abba Father, Yahweh, and my business with him is bringing heaven here so everybody can recognize their divinity in Christ the Lord. And until then, the earth is going to be fighting over skin, fighting over materials, and fighting over things that God gave everyone for free. So here we are bringing forth divinity. Super excited all about it. So today we're going to be walking the path of installing our tools, all right? And these tools that we're going to be installing are basically going to go on our Internet OS machine. And these tools are pretty much broken down to 3 segments. So I'm going to try to make this as simplistic as possible, but it is going to be a little bit technical. So you may have to watch the video twice, or you just want to follow along once we switch over to my computer so that you can install everything step by step. So the 3 groups of tools that we have are basically the core model tools. This is going to be like the main engine for our car, okay? And then we're going to be utilizing our voice and vision tools. We're not using this AI stuff just so that we can be keyboard warriors and all these and do on all this code like you see on the Matrix and all these things. We're tired of that. What we want to do is speak to the computer and just let the computer do what we say. The word, you feel me? And so we want to word this entire project so that the only thing that we have to do is speak, okay? Because we're tired of keyboards right now. And if you're with us, then you might want to celebrate and do a little dance about it. So that's the group number 2, all right? So in each of these groups, there's going to be multiple tools in each. First one is our core model programs. This is going to be the language models, how our engine runs. Then we're going to use the voice and vision tools. This is going to be how we interact with the machine, or our steering wheel and our gas and brake, okay? Then we're going to be utilizing any extra utilities, like our drag and drop tools, which is going to make it a little bit less technical and more fun, like opening Apple Music and you have a whole bunch of buttons you can click, adding an interface, all right? So with that being said, we're not going to use no time besides investing all of it. So we're going to switch over to our machine here, and you'll be able to look at the Internet OS machine. Let me see if I can get myself on the camera though. So we're going to start off with the basics and the most important aspect, which is going to be our core language models. So first we're going to be installing Olama. Now I don't know if this is how they want me to pronounce it, but what you're going to do is we're going to go to olama.com. And this Olama is basically like a hub for large language models, and this can definitely make your ChatGPT experience local, and it gives you so many different forms of languages that you can use. So we're going to hit Windows because that's what we're using. But if you're using Mac, you just hit Mac right there. Download for Windows. Let's get that down. That says it's going to take 700 megabytes. So while this is running right now, the other language that we're going to be utilizing is lmstudio.ai. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start downloading that one as well. lmstudio.ai. Let's see about this internet speed, Lord. All right, cool. So we have LM Studio for Windows. We're just going to go ahead and download that toolkit right there. And so we do need to give these downloads a minute. As you can see, this is going to be pretty much a gig and a half for both of these. So to get started, we're going to go to olama.com. And this Olama is basically like a hub for large language models, and this can definitely make your ChatGPT experience local, and it gives you so many different forms of languages that you can use. So we're going to hit Windows because that's what we're using. But if you're using Mac, you just hit Mac right there. Download for Windows. Let's get that down. That says it's going to take 700 megabytes. So while this is running right now, the other language that we're going to be utilizing is lmstudio.ai. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start downloading that one as well. lmstudio.ai. Let's see about this internet speed, Lord. All right, cool. So we have LM Studio for Windows. We're just going to go ahead and download that toolkit right there. And so we do need to give these downloads a minute. As you can see, this is going to be pretty much a gig and a half for both of these. To give these downloads a minute, as you can see, this is going to be pretty much a gig and a half for both of these. If you want to go ahead and just do this deep dive with me right now, let's go ahead and just go and get all of the variations of programs that we could potentially be using. So I'm going to go and see if I can grab Cobalt as well. I'm not sure what GGUF models are, but we're going to be learning about them. Let's see. This looks like a GitHub repository full of a lot of things. All right, window usage. Download the latest Cobalt EXE release here. To run, simply execute Cobalt EXE, launching no command line. Okay, so basically this is saying that if you have Windows, Mac, or Linux, they have the variations of which ones you download. Since we're on Windows, we're going to look for Windows usage here and download this. At the end, if you guys want to get the summary of what I find is going to be the final use case, then you don't want to actually watch this video and follow along. You just want to watch this video all the way through, and then at the end, I'll be able to break it down for you. Window user or download. Or download rolling here. No, I'm not using Linux. No, I'm not using Linux. Where's my Windows link? You can use ready. No, that's not it either. Why did they bring me here? Okay, hold on. Let's see if this is going to take us there. So I'm not really familiar with GitHub. Be transparent with y'all about everything. I'm not familiar with GitHub, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna see if this is the one. Alternatively, you can use. Oh, it's asking about your CPU. Okay, this is where the links are here. But this is Linux. This is the EXE version right here. So if you're using Windows, you're going to be if you're using Windows, you're going to be looking for this CPP version .exe. If you're using Mac, you want to look for this ARM version right here. But I don't see one for Silicon, so I guess you could try the ARM, but if you're running Silicon, it's probably not going to work. So I'm going to download Cobalt here. And then the last one we're going to grab is Open Web UI. This is a web-based frontier or web-based front end that you can pair with Olama. Feels and looks like ChatGPT. So let's get that one as well. GitHub.com/OpenWebUI. Let's see about that. GitHub.com/OpenWebUI. Oh, Open-Web. All right, let's grab this. Our content file. I want to download the master branch. So I'm gonna, what's going on here? I'm gonna go to workflows. No, I'm gonna go to whisper.cpp. I'm gonna hit the first root and then I'm gonna download it from there. But then the button went away, so now I'm confused. Code, download zip. That's what we want to do. So you want to hit that first branch right here where it says whisper.cpp, and then you hit this code arrow right here and then hit download zip. That's going to help you download the entire zip file. That's what we need. And let's go back and do that same thing for Open Web, because that's what I needed to do over there. So I hit the history just to look at where I was at. And this is it right here. Yeah, This is an interesting process. So now here we are, Open Web UI, and I'm going to download the zip from right here. Yeah, the computer is definitely running slower. It's 16 gigs of RAM, but it is not acting like it. It's i7, but it is not acting like it. Because this should be like peanuts, ice cream, pistachios. You know what I'm saying? Should be a little scoop. Anyways, Whisper is not big, and Open Web UI is not big either, actually. Alright, so we can clean this up. Well, it's okay. So right now we have Olama installing. Cobalt is on. And we have LM Studio. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at LM Studio, and then I'm going to pause and I'm going to recap after everything is been installed, and then we'll go from there. This looks like the interface for, that looks like the interface for Cobalt. Just familiarizing myself. Network ports, image generation. Oh, that's going to be fun. Oh, whisper model, speech to text. Oh, that's going to be fun. I can sense that we're probably going to need some Python scripts to move files around so that we don't have to do it manually. But I'm going to make sure that this is going to be the most lucrative process by the time we're done. So I think that this is LM Studio opening up.